Hello world! Today, I'm going to teach you how to get a GitHub Copilot and integrate it to our IDE. First thing we're going to do, we're going to search GitHub Copilot in our search engine and click the first link by GitHub itself. So let's click this and it will take us to our GitHub page, GitHub Copilot page. So in here, there are three versions you can have with GitHub Copilot. It's a Copilot business. It is a coding environment mainly for business and a Copilot for enterprise. However, we will be using the Copilot individual, which have a code completion, chat, and also we will be also using this as a debugger. So you can start by clicking this button and you'll have a 1 month free trial. However, I already paid for this month and have an active Copilot subscription. So next we're going to integrate or install GitHub Copilot in our Visual Studio Code. In our RDE, we will go to our extensions here, or we can just press Ctrl+Shift+X. It will open our extension left navigation bar. So in here, we're going to search GitHub Copilot, and we will install two things here: the GitHub Copilot and the GitHub Copilot chat, since we will be using these two for our code completion, chat, and as our debugger. So before you can use the GitHub Copilot, you'll need to sign up or sign in with the GitHub account we created earlier. So as you can see in the bottom right, under here, you can see the status of our Copilot, which dictates that it is ready. So if not, you need to subscribe to GitHub Copilot individual version and sign in your GitHub account in our IDE. For our development environment, we'll be needing 5 things and we need to install that. So we can go back to our extensions for those extensions and install our extension pack for Java, since we will be using Java as our main backend language. So we can just search extension pack for Java. So in here, I already did install our extension pack. In this pack, it includes a language support for Java by Red Hat and a debugger, test run, and also a Maven build for our Java, and a project manager, and also our IntelliCode or IntelliSense. So in here, you can just install the extension pack for Java, and it will automatically install these extensions we'll be needing for our Java development. Next extension, we will be needing a Spring Boot extension pack. Yep, we will be needing all of those: Spring Boot, dashboard, the initializer, and all that. And you can just install all of those by installing this one extension. This is extension pack for Spring Boot, which includes the necessary extensions such as dashboard, Spring initializer, and tools we'll be needing, since we will be using Spring as our framework. So I already did install this extension. So if you did not install that, you can just install. Next extension, since we will be creating a Docker prototype, we will be needing a Docker extension. to Dockerize our app. So in here we will be needing two things, the Docker itself and then the Docker Explorer. Yeah, so you can install those and just click install in here for those that are. Next, so since last time we already installed the extension for GitHub Copilot, let me just clarify that I already did that. Yep, and it is currently active, as you can see down here. So the status is ready. So let's create our Spring application. So to do that, we're going to navigate our search engine for Spring Initializer. Spring Initializer. So we can find this in the spring.io. So let's click this one, the first link. And here, since we will be using Java as our main backend language, so I will be selecting this, and we'll be using Maven build. So in here, so you can choose whatever you want. So in our project, this project, contact management system, I will be using Maven as our builder. And for Spring Boot version, I will be using the latest stable version, which is 3.2.1. I will not be using the 3.2 snapshot since it is under development by the Spring team at the moment. So I will be selecting this 3.2.1 since this is the latest stable version of Spring Initializer. As for our group, you can just remove our example and artifact. Let's just say CMS, short for contact management system, and let's just say contact management system. So our package name, you know what, let's just say example. And for our packaging, we will be using jar, and let's move to Java 21 version. So in this part, in our dependencies, we will be using multiple dependencies, and you can just search this one, Spring Web, and we will progress by adding multiple dependencies as we go on. So for startup, we'll be installing this Spring Web dependency. So let's generate this one, and there it is. So let's navigate to our folders, and let me extract the file. Here, so let's extract this file. So we'll have this one. We're going to open that project using our VS Code. So let's go to this logo here, which is also our Explorer. Click, and let's click our open folder. Let's navigate to our desktop, and we will open this CMS folder. So as you can see, we will be given a file such as pom.xml, sorry. And as we can see in our dependency, the one we've selected earlier, this one, this starter web, and as we can see, Spring Initializer will automatically import our dependency. So in here, in the source folder, we will be navigating through this, and then we will see the main method or main class. Yeah. The way we import dependencies in our project is the same way Spring Initial added our starter web dependency earlier, this one. So if we want to add a new dependency, let me just add a comment here. Dependency. So let's add a dependency time lift. Yes, we'll be adding time lift. So as you can see, our GitHub Copilot suggests an autocomplete code since we added a comment here. For time lift. Yeah, so this is called code auto-completion. So GitHub Copilot suggests an entire line of blocks, so of code based on the context of the code being written in our comment. So this is very helpful for us developers that GitHub Copilot serve as our partner or sidekick. It gives us relevant and accurate code suggestions such as this one. So let's just say we accept this suggestion. We can just press tab as we can see here, or we can press Ctrl and the right arrow in our keyboard to accept the first line, such as like so, or we can just press tab in our keyboard to accept all of this code suggestion, like so. Let's just close this dependency, and there we go. So let's reload our project. Yep, and there it is. So as you can see, there's no problem in our pam.xml. So let's add another dependency that we will be using. We will be using DevTools. So this dependency help us to restart our project automatically as we save a file. So we will no longer restart our app manually. We will not be restarting it. The DevTool dependency will do that task for us automatically. So since I added a comment here, let's start by typing. Let's say dependency and suggest a code. So let's validate. So far so good. Spring Boot, DevTools, runtime. Okay. So that's what we need. Save again and let's build or reload our. Yeah. So let's start by displaying a hello world in our page. Next up, we will be displaying hello world in our page. So first thing we're going to do, we're going to create a new folder. Let's just call it hello. And inside, we will create a new file. Let's just call it creating controller.java. And in here, we will be using the annotation controller. No, press controller, since we will be returning a page. And this is a Spring Framework stereotype controller. So this one. So let's import that. And we're going to create a method here. This is a get mapping. So we will for the map, let's just say greetings. So as you can see, GitHub Copilot is helping us to code or suggest codes for our path. Let's just return a string here, and for our method name, let's call this greeting, and we'll be mapping this one, and we'll add string an object, which is also a model. Let's call it a model instance. And in here, we're going to return a string. As you can see, GitHub Copilot is helping us. Since we will be returning hello world, you can just tab this one. So since we haven't imported the map yet, so let's fix that one. Import. And let's remove this one, or let's just use the shortcut like Alt Shift O to remove automatically the unused imports, like so. And let's save this one. Yep. So there's another one using our port. Let me shut that down and rerun. Yeah. So we'll be using TimeLift to manage the page. So next, let's go to localhost 8080. As you can see, we have no page yet. We haven't created that page. So we will do that now. Let's go back to our IDE. So yeah, by default, TimeLift manage our page by storing them in our resource and templates. So the default directory of our page will be located here. So templates and static, we can store here our CSS or jQuery files. So for our greetings, let's create a new file. Say greetings.html. And here we can use GitHub Copilot to generate code for us. So let's just say write HTML like so. And as we press enter, it will generate our code for us. So let's accept that one, and that's it. So yeah, so there's no mapping for localhost 8080, or we don't have a index. We don't have an index since our map here is on greetings, the path. So we will be typing greetings here, and it will return the hello world display like what we type in our HTML file here. So the title is hello world here, and the